All right. So we are here with what's your name?
Jeremy Toolbox.
Jeremy Toolbox. And so when did you guys first form and get together? And was it like organic, or were you trying to do something, or did
Well,
it just kind of what
you
happened?
know, me and my bass player, we played for together for about a decade now. And there wasn't a whole lot going on in our area. There was other bands, like there was Loss of Memory, always been in our area. So we always wanted to do something. And we've been going. We've had several iterations of the band, several lineups. Gone back and forth on what we were doing stylistically and everything. But things have really picked up in the last year and a half with Gary on the violin, Gary being a part of the band, and about a year ago we added AJ Rudder on banjo. He wasn't able to make it tonight because him and his fiance Courtney had a baby about a couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah. And so he's been kind of wrapped up with that, but we've been kicking ass as a five-piece, man, and having the most fun we've ever had.
Oh yeah. So are you working on any like original material? Do you have any albums, or what's in the works for you guys? What do we got to look
So
forward to?
we just released a new album this past June. It's called Yeehaw for All. It's got a couple of songs that we reworked of some stuff we released a couple years ago. Some new stuff on it. And we're always hoping to record and write more.
Absolutely. So what do you got planned for the rest of the year for show wise, or
Um, Well, September 30th, we have the Great Brawl Fall Shack Show Wrestling out in Bowerston, Ohio. That is a festival that we run. It's music, wrestling, bands, vendors. It's a big thing.
Awesome.
Got the Shack Show Wrestling champion sitting right here with us.
Oh, yeah.
Hey there, boys and ghouls.
Hell yeah! I was actually
But-
talking earlier with them, and yeah, that was.
But we usually run usually run 3 or 4 bands. Anymore it's been 4 or 5 bands on a show, and we'll run about 2 hours of professional backyard wrestling, and it's usually a kick-ass time, man.
Oh yeah, I remember Glowstick Willie did. That was the first time I saw anything like that, but they did a festival with wrestling at it too, and I thought that was a really cool idea. My girlfriend's friends with Gorgeous George, Macho Man,
Oh, yeah.
Randy Savage. Yes. So I was not exposed to that, but now it's when I started dating her.
A lot of people ask us if it's like JCW, if it's like the Juggalos.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. But.
I mean, it's pretty close with this guy as your world
I
champion.
can't help that. Yeah, with the makeup.
I mean, the jam band scene's always kind of like, like bled over, like the lines have blurred a little bit with Juggalos. I mean, I've hung out with Juggalos, I have a great time, you know what I mean? That was the first thing when I saw your bass band. I was just like, I wonder what's going on with that. But
I don't think we have a lot of that in Ohio.
no.
There's not like a whole lot of that scene going on.
I mean, they just did the Gathering of the Juggalos down at, Legend Valley, and I actually got a funny picture. This Fago stuck up in the ceiling, but they were like, of the on the stage. It's pretty funny. But anyways, so that's what we got to look forward to. We got some shows coming up. You're writing some stuff. You have some new material out. Got to know how you guys came together. Just trying to think, maybe maybe a peek into the writing process for you guys. Do you guys just like collaborate together and kind of like come up with something, or do you each like have like specific roles, or do you like switch things up? Do you what's your creative process like?
Well, we're kind of like going for like an old country, old folky style, and it's like we describe it as like Johnny Cash or Hank Williams with like punk rock lyrics, and so I write all the lyrics and most of the bones of the song, but we'll bring it to practice. And like I said, it's like having Gary in the band has been just fantastic, because it's like he's the greatest thing that ever happened to me musically. It's like it's like you got a guy that's been playing music for 50 years sitting in. It's like going back to school when I was a little kid, and I was sitting there with the vocal teacher that's been doing this and playing piano forever. And it's like this guy's been playing violin forever, and this guy knows his shit, and if we're gonna cover this song, and he knows that there's this little fucking piece in it that we're not fucking doing, he's gonna fucking wring our fucking asses for it. And
He keeps
so,
you guys in, yeah.
yeah, so I mean, it's been really fucking great. Gary's fucking fantastic. And you know, so well, I can't praise Gary enough, but you know, it's always really good. I'll bring the fucking songs to the band, and you know, we'll all work together on kind of like nailing down the composition and you know, figuring out what everybody's doing. But it's a good process. It's just kind of like, it's kind of few and far between for me, because it's like I'm very specific about what I'm writing songs about. It's like I need a solid topic to go into the song, and it's like if I don't have that solid topic, it's like I can't even start. And even sometimes it's like when you have that solid topic, there's just songs that you sit on and you sit on and you sit on, and it seems like that's been the way things have been lately. But I got a couple really good songs in the works, and I'm hoping to get them done soon.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys do you have any songs that like have evolved? You know, like you get on stage and or like you know one you've played for a while that all of a sudden like you add to it and just kind of like go with that. No.
We've been playing a song called Dear Polly Possum for, when did I write that song? I think I wrote the I think I wrote the first piece of it in the beginning, or maybe like the summer of 2016. We fucking dropped a bunch of acid, and it was the day before my graduation party, so we were avoiding going home so we didn't have to face my mother that wanted to show me that she made this, you know, this fucking picture collage for the graduation party, and I'm blasted. So we're driving the back road, and I'm in her car, and we're fucking, you know, trying to buy time and, you know, smoke and calm down. And then Travis, my bass player, he lights a cigarette backwards, and it distracts me, and I nail this fucking possum. And I kill it. So we go back, we're sitting in the shack, and, you know, we're tripping balls. And we're like, you know, we should go back and we should pick up the possum in the morning, and we should have a funeral for it, because my graduation party is going to happen, and then we're going to go, you know, party at my place. So we'll bury the possum tomorrow night. So the following morning, I went back with my truck, we picked up the possum, we put it in there, and, you know, I wrote the first the first chorus piece, and I ripped off John Denver, and I hope he doesn't take me into court at some point. You know, the chorus piece, and I just left it at that. And then, you know, a few months later, we were getting ready to do a show, and I needed some more songs, and I came up with the verses to it. But again, going back to Gary, having Gary be a part of that song would, you know, play into what you said is the evolution of it. Because it's like having Gary on, it's like it's sad. It's like, you know, it's like all my songs have major chords, and I like to sing in a major key, even when it is, you know, a sadder song. And fucking Gary's just sitting there with the minor notes, and like we sat in the studio and just listened to that thing by itself, and it sounded like the Titanic was going down. It was depressing. So
it's cool to have bandmates that like complement each other.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean, and balance each other out and things like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Travis is always doing the best promo work that he can ever do. He's our main man on the microphone, plugging whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys were like all characters. I mean,
the
show was engaging. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to like take my eyes off the stage.
Yeah.
It was like even if you weren't playing, like you guys were like bantering and saying like stuff that I'm just like, yes, dude. This is why I come to shows, you know?
It's usually pretty wild. We usually get, I don't know, a long time ago I was like, you know, I used to take everything really seriously, and I was just like, you know, I want to have fun, and I want to be the party band, and, you know, I want to show everybody that we're having a good time. And
yeah, I mean, there's nothing better than putting a smile on someone's face. I mean, that's, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, you know, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate we got to peek into the Toolebox.
Check out Shack Show Wrestling.
Shack Show Wrestling.
Come check us out.
Yeah, absolutely.
September 30th, Bowerston, Ohio.
Fuck yeah, dude. Awesome. Well, we are